Hello, traveler. Today I'm leaving Athens and through scenic routes to the Corinth Canal, the ancient city of Mycenae, and the fortress that was once the capital of Greece, where we'll explore their past. I finally reached Sparta and the statue of Leonidas. I'm Steve and I'm going on a trip.
Good morning. Bye. Well, it's time to leave Athens and dive into one more day full of adventures. It's too warm for a morning, if you ask me. Well, back on the road again. Yay! Hello! So, today is graduation day. While heading to Sparta, I'll visit some other interesting places. Now I'm going north. There's a scenic route along the sea that I want to check out. It's a slight detour, but I will take it. It will actually lead me to the Corinth Canal, my first stop today. I'm hoping to catch a ship crossing the canal. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, I think I can get to the water here. Yeah, let's just touch the water. It's just so close. Yeah. Well, it is kinda back. Oh, it's warm. It's warm. You can jump right in. Yup. Yeah, and that stone over there is the Ark. No, don't even think about it. It looks like the one at Lenovo. The rock, I mean. It was probably full Ark at some point, but the water and the winds sculptured it and changed it into this. And it's absolutely amazing. Corner after corner, and the beauty is still here. It's totally worth it. Easy there, buddy. That's right. This place is cool. There's the sea down there. I'll probably go there. It looks so shiny. Never been this far into Greece, Athens, Corinthos. Oh, there are a lot of people there. Here it is, Corinth Canal.
Stay close to the...
That's the Corinthian Canal. So it was built between 1881 and 1893 by Hungarian engineers Bela Gerster and Istvan Tür. So this canal is long, around 6 kilometers. Its height is between 60 and 70 meters. The width is around 25 meters. The depth of the water is 8 meters. It is not suitable for cargo ships, but a lot of passenger ones pass through here. Every year around 11,000 ships cross this canal. So I will go to the other side. It's possible. Fortunately we won't see a ship, but it is what it is. Actually, the first attempts here to dig a canal were around the 7th century BC, but they didn't succeed. So that's what it looks like. It's so big. Great. Let's go back to the bike and head to the next destination, one formidable location, monument of world significance. Now it is time to head to the archaeological site of Mycenae. That's where the Mycenaean civilization thrived, a civilization of the Bronze Age. They lived there between the 15th and the 13th century BC. Cool stuff. These are one of my favorite type of roads. Like it goes in the middle, and the fields and the mountains. It's so beautiful. These views are once in a lifetime, or probably more if you have a motorcycle and travel around, but that doesn't mean you get used to it. So I'm approaching Mycenae. We actually call it Mycenae in Bulgarian. Turn left. So here's modern Mycenae. I will go to the one that is around 3,000 years old. It is ahead. Have to stop here because there's something hidden over there. Oh, that thing here that looks like a mound is called the Tomb of Agamemnon or the Treasury of Athreus. It probably wasn't the Tomb of Agamemnon because the tomb was built in 1350, 1250 BC, which was earlier than Agamemnon. And it is so strange. It looks a lot like a Thracian one actually, but pretty bigger. And the tallest inside is one of the biggest in the world. Here we have signs of door attachments. They were probably big doors. If you ask me, they were wooden. It's pretty great detail. It's all carved pretty well. It has really small gaps between the blocks. I wonder if they used iron or lead for better attachment like the Thracians. It has great acoustics and the steps echo here. So it was called Treasury because it looks so amazing and beautiful. But it
It resembles the Thracian way of building tombs. It's just bigger. We've just started great. These are remains of old houses. A complex of 3 houses built to the north of the Treasury of Athreus in the early 13th century BC. Destroyed by an earthquake. Okay, to get to the other part, the citadel, the Acropolis, we should pass 400 meters straight on the road. Time to go. So yeah, Mycenae looks absolutely amazing. There are so many paths. I'll have a lot of fun. So first to the museum. There are really high stuff. I'm going to the museum. That's one giant entrance. These were found at the Lion's Gate. The East Wing Palace and the North storerooms. And these at the Megaron, the temple. The room with the fresco complex, the sad house and annex. Lakes, the northwest slope. The house of the oil merchant group. The Panagia Ridge. So much stuff. The grave circle B, the grave stele, and the tomb Arhceological. That's a replica from grave circle A. Vloserka. Storkoma, Batsororaci, Suleimani, Kalkani, prehistoric assembly, 3rd kilometer, Sprio. These were found at the archaic shrine above the West House. And these were the Agamemnon shrine and the sanctuary of Ares, sub-Mycenaean geometric period. So these are classified by period, not by place. Archaic classic period, Hellenistic period, women of the Mycenaean world, domestic life, traces of authority, trading of goods. Well, time to go up there. So welcome to Mycenae. This city gained popularity in 1876 when the archaeologist Heinrich Schliemann found the tombs. Yes, the tomb that we have visited was found by Heinrich Schliemann. But the main gate, the Lion Gate, was found by the Greek archaeologist Kyriakos Psistakis. It's no wonder it is called the Lion's Gate. There are 2 lions up there. Later, between 1884 and 1902, another Greek archaeologist works here. He actually found the citadel. Is Christos Tsundas. He was actually born in the city that nowadays is Senovgrad in Bulgaria.
And after the discoveries of Sundis, the British archaeologists suddenly became interested in this place. So they came here and found more. They found something interesting on Crete Island, a letter called Linear B, which is considered to be one of the first written letters. It is believed to be written in Mycenaean using the Minoan letters. Mycenae flourishes during the Bronze Age, and the civilization here
Laid the foundations.
of the classical Greek civilization. So the Acropolis was built in the 15th century BC, and the walls as we see them today were built in 1350. And because of the giant size of the stone blocks used in the construction of the wall, a legend has been born that Cyclops helped building it.
Another curious fact is
Both biggest cities in the Mycenaean kingdom, Mycenae and Corinth, were mentioned in Homer's Odyssey and Iliad. And that was the palace. So here is the location of the temples, most probably. Let's go back down. One thing's for sure, the ancient liked to have good views. There are more excavated parts.
these are the remains of the artisans' quarter, which was part of the palace.
The House of Columns. Building Delta. Building Gamma. There's another small gate. That was probably a reservoir for water. Here is another place. That's probably a dungeon. There could be a Cyclops locked in. Let's not interfere. So that's Mycenae or Mycenae. It looks absolutely great. It's well prepared for tourists who have walked everywhere. There's just one more place to visit, the North Gate. Here it is. The North Gate of Mycenae. It's so hot. Time to go down. It was what it was. This is the north quarter and buildings on the north slope. So bye-bye Mycenae. Here's the one path that goes down there, and I think that it will take me to this another town. Great one. That one is the vaulted tomb of Aegisthus. Was a giant Taurus, but now it is not. smaller stones, and the bigger were placed later, so probably they built this first. Now let's get to the other one. This one is with bigger and better carved blocks and is better preserved. That's the tomb of Clytemnestra. And these stones are carved the same way as the ones of the treasury. And this is again a big one. It's even scary. And the acoustics are similar of the three of these tombs, but this one doesn't have this triangular opening above the entrance. So let's head to the last part that is down there. So the house of the oil merchant group. That is supposed to be a staircase, but not anymore. It's time to climb up and go to the next. Probably another tomb, but a smaller one. It looks like a grave. Yeah. In other words, grave circle B. There's a fourth tomb, Leonidas tomb. Yeah. Giant fellows. So we have visited Mycenae, and it was a great place. Well, restored, I think, because I don't believe that it was found in that condition. Now we are about to get to Nafplio. It is close, and it has one interesting fortress, the Palamidi fortress. It looks absolutely amazing. And that's the fortress ahead. So welcome to Nafplio.
Here should be the so-called land of the Bavarians. Over there, probably. Yeah, a lion carved into the stone by the German sculptor Ziegel in 1836 as a monument to the soldiers of the Bavarian kingdom. It's nice.
Let's head to the Palamidi fortress. It's up there on the hill. Good job. Well, we are at Nafplio, his great fortress. It's pretty well preserved. It looks absolutely amazing. Hello.
Hello.
I want to enter.
One?
Yeah, one.
When?
So here it is. Interesting. The fortress itself, it was actually built by the Italians from Venice.
The engineers Jansix and Lesalle in 1711-1715 and founded by Agostino Segreto.
And it is considered a huge step forward in fortification for its time. And the history of the fortress is interesting and pretty remarkable for the Greek people. During the war between the Ottomans and the Venice people, in the period 1714-1718, this fortress was conquered by the Ottomans in 1715. And another significant part is when the Greek people started their uprising against the Ottomans rule. Under the lead of Stakos Lepopoulos, they managed to conquer this fortress, and Nafplio became the reverse capital in 1822. So this fortress is really important. It's full of history. So let's go on a tour now and see what this fortress still has to show. Yeah, you can go down. Don't expect that. Oops. Yeah, there's some sort of a hole, and that's it. I don't know what was that place. Oh, good luck with that. Oh. So, almost at the top. Great, huh? I'm home. Should I ring the bell? What do we have here? Yeah, I feel like a Phoenician. Yo, I'm looking at you. So I'm going to the exit. And there's the park. So let's get to the bike and to the next destination. Let's get ready. Yeah. And yeah, that was a great fortress. And the next destination, I'm going to Sparta. That is actually the reason why I came up with the idea to ride to Greece. And I want to get to the statue monument of Leonidas. Oh, I like how the sea is next to the road. So cool.
And the bridge. Oh, that's a delta. That's where the river flows into the sea. Palm trees and sea and road, and this is not California. This is not California. No, no. And there's the fortress over there. They had an excellent view over this gulf. If there were a bigger wave, it could hit me. Ooh. Oh wow, go up there. They're pretty strange. It's not just a right corner. I can see my tail. Yeah, I'll stop here to shoot a story. I got to the generators. Woohoo! Sparta. Okay. I think it was here. I want to get to the statue of Leonidas. It should be this one ahead. Yep. Oh, that's why I came here in the first place. The statue of Leonidas. It again has some Greek inscription. If you happen to know Greek, translate it in the comments. I'm really curious. So yeah, here's the statue of Leonidas. This monument motivated me to plan this trip to Greece, because there are not so many people ready to give their life for a cause. So if you got this far, hit the like button and consider subscribing. If you want to see more from my trip around Greece, hit this link. I'm going to wrap it up. See you in the next one.